And this is one of the craziest things I've seen in this whole incident, okay? At this point, one of the most infamous and feared members of King Von's O Block set, all right? He popped out and he posted those very lyrics onto his Instagram story, man. BJ, all right? Bruh, don't even be cracking any jokes about this guy's name, okay? Because this is a serious step, all right? This is somebody who is not to be trifled with. This is not somebody who you want on your case. BJ, even they're respecting him on Shirocology, is an outstanding O Block member, a legendary O Block figure. Like that, bruh. Some of the stories about BJ, bruh, I ain't gonna say too much, but this is not somebody who you want on your list of enemies, okay? Even he posts the song of Dirk saying rappers goofy stains, pay me for a song, don't clear the verse. So he's sending a message. He letting it be known. He not rocking with what's going on either, and these rappers are goofy stains. That's what he's putting out there, right? He putting out some demonic energy, and he's not playing with it, okay? And they're saying he one of the few people from O Block that always got Dirk's back, all right? They're saying Thug just doesn't like people getting bigger than him unless it's Lil Baby or Gunna, and Gunna lost that too, all right? He definitely doesn't like that Gunna got bigger than him. That's why he tried to take him out of the game. But hey, whatever Wham says goes, all right? Anything that Wham wants, he got it, okay? If Wham wants me to... Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. If Wham said to me, hey, get down and... Bruh, whatever Wham says goes, man. So look, all right? It's crazy. So after this, all right, people on Reddit would basically claim that the whole of Chicago is now on Thug's ass. They're saying this dude Thug is about to reunite Lamron and Tay-Town. He is actually bringing together, all right, the gangs that was around Lil Durk that kind of fractured and fell apart after a whole bunch of nonsense went on behind the scenes, okay? Internal beef, in-house beef. They're saying Thug and his reckless comments on these jail calls are actually reuniting all of Durk's friends that fell out to go against Atlanta. It's crazy, right? You got Poodle LaFleur saying, lol, the whole rack is on Thug ass. Damn, Slime. All right? Saying that dude Thug, he gossiping like a straight beer. Time to wake up. I'm already up making content, gang. OTF Twin, as you said, we already saw. He said he'll never trust somebody that puts on makeup and a dress. He said, Thug on them jail calls standing like a straight female. Sorry, Thug on them jail calls sounding like a straight female. Free smirk, man. They're saying Rio saying free Dirk is actually crazy. He done reunited them, man. People are posting this picture of Young Thug pouting like a duck with a duck face, man. Saying this can't be the dude talking about Dirk. It's crazy that a lot of people look past all the questionable stuff that Thug did during that time. No BS, people are saying, all right? People were really on Thug's ass about that stuff. And then they found out his rank in ATL. They couldn't really say nothing about his antics. It's crazy, okay? People saying funny thing is that these dudes in OTF probably doing the same thing behind closed doors. But that don't make it right, apparently. But it's hypocritical because one got caught and the others don't make it right. I am dying to hear the Lil Durk phone calls from jail, man. Could you imagine if we had these same leaks for Lil Durk's calls in jail? Holy, all right? Holy. People saying Thug is an outsider. It's kind of simple. If we fail to come together as one, we shouldn't come together at all. No matter what they got going on internally, I doubt they'd let somebody play with them that's not them. Hey, man. they copying that classic 6ix9ine quote. How did this dude turn from a snake to a spider to a rat? You keep switching skins. This ain't Fortnite, man. This ain't Fortnite. So look, people are hating, man. They're saying them broke ass guys don't matter. Dirk probably on the phone talking about them dusty ass dudes to Thug right now. That is actually crazy. But I don't think that's true. I don't think that could be true, man. They're saying Thug been a gossiper for years. Look back at old interviews where he talks about Wayne and Andre 3000. He comes off as super snakish and emotional. Thug on his Lil Zay Osama stuff. Bring the gang and family together. Notice none of them calling him a rat, though. Diversion. Low-key, I wouldn't be surprised if he's actively making new recordings to leak. People saying it's Seti Nash doing it. Hey, I don't know if that's true. But Seti Nash definitely put me onto a lot of stuff that was happening before it happened, man. So look, there's still more comments circulating. There's still people are jumping in. People are commenting, all right. OTF Chug speaks too. He said he isn't surprised. People who are from the same city or block as you will talk behind your back. He said, can't expect people not to do or say stuff behind your back when you're not from the same city or block. Why is everybody acting surprised? And he even signed it. Chug. All right. OTF Chug speaks. All right. But you're saying dudes in the same city, same block, hell, even same household talk shit about each other behind their backs all the time. People saying he talking about people in his city too. All right. So some people are trying to be kind of, refined about this. They're saying people got to remember that these were meant to be private conversations. They were never meant to be leaked. Unfortunately, Thug didn't think this through. The state of Georgia are playing dirty, and they've seen what happened to Gunna's reputation, and they're doing the same thing. Same thing to Thug, unfortunately. I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Baby distanced himself from Thug. Not Wham! Not Wham, man. Oh, no, not Wham. Whatever he says goes, man. If he distances himself from Thug, it's over, man. Because if Wham says it, well, that's just what Thug told us. Whatever Wham say goes. Because so if Wham says the Young Thug a rat, oh my gosh, it's gonna be Inception. Okay, maybe complete cut off. People talk like this all the time in private, but when it becomes public, it changes the perception of that person. All right. I wish instead of doing this back and forth, these dudes would actually address what Thug was saying. This is a great point. This is a great comment. It's got 2 downvotes. I'm gonna hit it with one. Do they think it's solid to tell a friend that's looked out for you before that you would do a favor for him when he needs you most, then curve him while you're on the internet telling you love him? That is actually a very good point. That is actually a very good point. Why don't they address the fact, like, rather than posting a lyric saying rappers goofy stains, pay me for a song, don't clear the verse? All right. Why don't they respond and say, oh, no, Dirk was going to do that verse. He just got caught up in murder for hire, so he didn't really have time to rock out with you. He was just trying to catch a little viral moment on academics. But look, people here are posting on Chiracology. They're saying, this sub said I was tweaking when I noticed that Thug never said free Dirk. Thug never said free Dirk. Dirk said free Thug, and he loves Thug. But then he was behind the scenes staining him, not clearing the verse. They're saying whole time Thug was mad over a song that didn't get cleared. At least now Dirk's got a reason to cut the king rat off. People saying Dirk's worried about seeing outside again. He ain't worried about Thug. All right. Rappers goofy stains. Pay me for a song. Don't clear the verse. Dude, who you was talking about? People saying who else thinks Thug's going to be driving a truck in the next 5 years? Oh my God. Him and Shiesty come home around the same time. It's a wrap for the whole industry. Trust me, man. I need to hear from Pooh Shiesty about this situation. That's a real solid individual, okay? So look, it was crazy, okay? It has devolved into absolute chaos. That original audio recording that were leaked on Chiracology, all of Chiracology are going crazy. There was over 200 comments on this one, so I'll just read you a couple prime comments, then I'll get out of here. And I will be reacting to the Glorilla conversation. I need to go get a haircut because I need to be sharp for when the homies pull up on me in the next few days. And so I will be reacting to the Glorilla. But let's the Glorilla comments, because that's a whole other kettle of fish, man. It's crazy. New leaks dropped. But I'll just react to these last couple comments from Chiracology because they was on his ass. All right. People saying the funniest part in every clip is the manager being genuinely confused as to why he talking shit about these dudes. People saying dead ass. The manager like, what the helly? He ain't clear the verse. And then you got Young Thug giggling. Hee hee. Watch out, man. Watch out. It is hilarious, man. That Young Thug's next album needs to be called Man, Watch Out. It should just be called Watch Out. And he should have all these audio recordings of skits. Maybe record a new one. A few new ones dissing people. Rappers goofy stains. Pay me for a song. Don't clear the verse. We don't go off names. I don't care who they is. We go off murders. This your first time buying Zaza. We need 4K for the stream. I'm going to go bump that song in the car, man. I'm going to go bump that song in the car today. Saying he called bruh a rap dude. Damn. That ain't the right person, man. You can't be calling Dirk. You know what I'm saying? Calling Dirk a rapper ain't the one. Nah, folks, Deadass spent his whole time in that thing, in that jail, gossiping like a female, and he ain't do one push-up. Dudes in jail apparently do this more than people realize. It ain't a whole lot more you can do than sit on the phone as much as you can, especially if you're faced like Thug. You got to socialize some way, and you don't want to be congregating with too many dudes in there like y'all are on the same level. It's fair. It's a fair comment. I don't know what it's like to navigate in jail, but it's probably better to sit on the phone gossiping than I don't know, go play cards with the demons. This just sounds like a dude in jail feeling like ain't nobody with him. I get it, though. He shouldn't have even been speaking on dudes that got love for him behind their back. But damn. People saying literally the same thing I thought listening to this. I get it. Most people never been booked or talk to someone booked. But this is what they do. Feel and talk like the world put them in there and owe them something and supposed to drop everything just to talk to their incarcerated ass. Used to hate picking up my homie call because I know 90% of what they said was going out the window once they realized that dudes was just angry and bitter. Damn, man. I can't believe that Thug didn't think these dirty MFs wouldn't be recording his phone calls, just waiting to expose everything he said while locked up. The police are playing it real dirty. He knew he was being recorded, he just didn't give a F because he didn't think that they would be getting leaked. He was probably in there going through withdrawals, thinking he's going to be in there for life. I doubt these calls getting out were his biggest concern. He knew these were being recorded, which is why he isn't talking about crime and killing openly on them. He just didn't expect to win and for the police to use this against him because they lost and got embarrassed. Now, here's what I want to say. People saying Thug a big gossiping hoe. All right. Look, I'm going to throw him some bell. We're going to read positive comments. Let's be real. It's easy to consider this gossiping stuff, but on the other point of view, there's plenty of dudes that talk to their homies about a lot of stuff in person, whether that be the people you know or just stuff that's going on. That's just how conversations work. Thug was clearly talking to someone he thought he could talk to. Everyone gossips. Imagine some random ass person hearing your conversation with your homie. What you think that's going to sound like? People saying, I said this, and dude says, oh, I'd never talk down my homie. Half the time, homies be snaked out. Why not talk about it? Man, more audios going to get released. They're going to get worse and worse. Look, whoever is releasing these audios is a demon.